I see. It's nice to meet you, Shinya.
Oh, same here. It's a pleasure to meet you. Wait, what am I saying? I'm a Jingu. I need to defeat the Pack-Bearer so we can keep the distortions under control. That means I can't go easy on you, even if everyone calls you a genius. I can't overlook any Pack-Bearer.
Huh.
When the time comes, I'll shatter your ideals. The safety of the Academy depends on it.
Understood. I invite you to do so.
And no matter how hard you try to stop... Hold on. What? Just like that? You really don't care?
My wish is for safety and security, but an authority is neither safe nor secure. I am willing to shatter my ideals to void my pact.
That's... how to put this? I didn't expect you to be so... willing.
Do as you see fit.
Sure.
Incidentally, Shinya, were you to have an elemental affinity, it would be cute. I would even hazard to call you cat-coded. However, it's not that I think it looks bad on you, but why do you wear a collar? Did the Vice President put it on you?
Huh?
Now wait just a moment! Vice President, we're going to need to hold a hearing about this.
Is that so? A dog, then? Or a rabbit? Penguin? Bear? Otter? Cub?
Wouldn't Shinya be a dog? He's loyal to Miss Sora and Mr. Yugo, after all.
Acceptable. Dogs and collars go together.
That's not the issue here. Can we at least try to keep these conversations school appropriate?
Actually... this is a choker, not a collar. And it's definitely not something anyone made me wear.
You sure are popular with the girls, Shinya.
Let's go, Shinya.
I can't let them down.
Here I go. Together as one.
Just give up.
enticing. Deploy!
Just give up. It's yours, Vice President.
Leave it to me.
Checkmate.
Leave it to me. Clear out!
Devour them. Hand it over. I want it.
Get ready! Null and void.
Just give up. You've got this!
I can do this! Null and void. How was that, Shinya?
We both have a long way to go.
Let's go, Shinya.
I can't let them down.
Here I go. Together as one!
Just give up.
How enticing. Deploy!
Just give up.
It's in your hands.
Leave it to me. No mercy.
Just give up. Go for it.
Very well.
A mundane kill. Same day, advancing.
Get ready.
Just give.
How enticing. Activate!
Here I go. Clear out!
Just give up.
Underway!
How was that, Shinya?
We both have a long way to go.
heard Super...
You seem... You're good to... Don't push yourself.
The sports clubs are on the lower floors, if that's what you're looking for. Recognize you.
Can't blame you. No one takes practice that seriously. Skipping out, huh?
I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this.
Where's the hiking club?
Another... I'm a fan of Kaio from the Kendo Club. Do you know her?
Who are you? Actually, that doesn't matter. Can you help me out?
Help how?
My girlfriend got all scared and locked herself in that room. Can you help me think of a way to get the door open? Me? A stalker? What the hell's your problem?
Who just goes up and asks people that? What do you know about my relationship anyway? I get it. You're just jealous. I don't know whether you've got a crush on my Mirai, or if you just want a girl.
But it doesn't matter. If you're gonna get in the way of our love,
Then I'll just have to get rid of you!
Don't worry, he's only unconscious. He's just a normal student, so I held back. Maybe we should lock him in a bathroom stall. Judging by the evidence on that computer, it looks like his actions preceded his days as an unsettled. He deserves a little punishment.
Never thought I'd get stranded in the club building.
Huh? What do you want? Really? I'll curse you until the day I die if you're lying. He really is gone. Thank God.
Never thought I'd get stranded.
Another dead end. I just wanted to go to the kendo club.
So this is an ideal. A chunk of one's ego. The cause of the mist. The source of the Pact Bearer's powers. Looks pretty impressive for something so vile. Even if it is probably all for show. Do yours look like this too, Vice President? I guess you wouldn't, considering it's the demons who make them. Still, your ideal should be somewhere in the other world too. Wouldn't that mean they're also spreading the mist around the Academy? Don't think you're a good guy just because you're fighting the other Pact Bearers for Sora. Pact Bearers cause distortions in the world. People suffer because of them. And you're no exception. Eventually, we'll have to shatter your ideals too. Anything that makes good people suffer can't go unpunished. They shouldn't exist in the first place. I won't hesitate to end you if you get in my way. I've got business to take care of. Naturally, I've been training to use my Imagigear. This is my first time actually trying it out in the other world, though. Let's head out. I'm not going to let you outdo me.
let's go, Shinya.
I can't let them down.
Get ready. Together as one.
Just give up. got this!
Leave it to me. Null and void.
I'll back you up.
How enticing.
Checkmate.
Foul cretins! How peculiar. Repent with your life. Arouse.
So this is madness.
Face judgment!
Just give up.
Checkmate.
How enticing.
Spike.
Just give up. Go for it.
Very well. Deploy.
Subdue them! Arouse.
You asked for this.
So this is madness.
No way.
Subdue them! I won't yield.
Too slow.
So this is madness. Take this!
Just give up. Face judgment.
It's in your hands.
I can do this! No mercy.
How enticing.
Activate.
How was that, Shinya?
Both have a long way to go.
I can't take this. I don't want to leave you. I don't want us to be apart. I devoted myself to you. I believed it was destiny. Sadness fills me. I don't want you to hate me. I want to be with you forever. I'm still devoted to you. I can't change how I feel. I am alone. I am alone. Used by an uncaring fate. Bound by unnatural feelings. For you, desire burns in my heart. Without you, my heart feels frozen. It makes my body tremble. I was torn from your arms. I want them all to pay. I want to atone for it all. What hope there was has been sullied and lost. But I will bring it back to you.
What are these feelings? These words flowing into me? Those thoughts were of loving another. They were obsessive and hateful, burning yet freezing at the same time. Someone really couldn't take a hint. It doesn't make any sense.
You sure are popular with the girls, Shinya.
Where's this?
Shinya sure talks a lot when he's with you. He's a mysterious guy. And he's always by himself, so I never knew much about him. Except that his reflexes are a cut above. And that he studies hard. And that he's kind. And that he's popular for his looks. But I feel like he's closed off. It's not that he's a loner, he's just not very approachable. By the way, Shinya told me that Akane is a pact bearer. But it's hard to believe, don't you think? People always call Akane the Odette and Sumire the Odile. Akane is girly and elegant, while Sumire is an irresistible flirt. But Akane's so kind and cheerful, she wouldn't hurt a fly. She's not the type to carry a grudge. I can definitely imagine Sumire making a pact, though. It wouldn't be out of character for her. I wonder what happened to Akane. Maybe I should look into this a little more.
Don't put yourself in too much danger, okay?
You have the power of resonance. Not to mention, you can control fiends. It's impressive, I'll admit. But I'm not going to lose to you. My adoptive father, Yugo, taught me martial arts. I'm still not as good as I'd like to be, though. I tend to embarrass myself doing certain moves. I have to apply myself so I can be on Yugo's level someday. That way, I'll have strength to spare, even when the time comes that I have to fight you. Yeah, his skills are really something. But that's not all I admire him for. He's kind, caring, and he knows almost everything. There's nothing he can't do. He even took in a brat like me and treated me like a son. I want to be just like him. What am I doing? You're the last person I should be talking to about this.
Human desires become the most clear when dealing with somebody whom they hold dear. Today I'll reveal the desires at your roots by questioning you on romantic pursuits. Question 1. Question 2. They say that for now, dating's out of the question. How do you handle your rejected confession? Question 3. You eventually find a prospective soulmate. Where should they sit during your dinner date? Question 4. Your partner has finished their meal before you, but you are still hungry. Now what do you do? Question 5. You and your partner's beliefs don't align. Are you upset? Or is everything fine? Question 6. What would you do if you heard a rumor stating that your partner's parents were against you dating? Question 7. While out at a theme park on a fun little jaunt, your partner points out the ride that they want. It drops down 100 meters or so, but heights petrify you. Do you still go? Question 8. When you return from finding a bench for the show, your partner is chatting up someone you don't know. Whoever they are, they look much better than you. What do you think is going on between these two? Question 9. Your hunch is correct. Their reunion is sweet. How would you feel if they made plans to meet? Question 10. The clock strikes 9. The moon is bright. You take your partner home for the night. They linger and stare in expectation. What would you do in this situation? Question 11. You and your partner are in a rough patch. Each argument ends with a shouting match. The stress has been making it hard to sleep. What do you do now that you're in this deep? Question 12. Your partner eventually spurns all your texts. What do you think caused these adverse effects? Question 13. When you visit your partner, their parents rule that their child must study and find a good school. What would you do if they told you straight that it'd be for the best if you two separate? Question 14. Your partner insists that your love's no mistake, but still wants to split for their parents' sake. You hear your partner in tears through the phone. How do you handle this plight you've been thrown? This may be because the questions were skewed, but your desire for lust was the highest accrued. Just what sort of fantasies would I find past that poker face you're hiding behind? Try to not let it show lest you invite disdain. Though the vigor of lust can help spur growth and gain, desires like these are important ones too. Stay true to your wants, as you already do.
You seem kind of pale. Let me take a look at you. You're good to go. Don't push yourself too hard now.
What's going on?
Get out of the way, Mr. Yugo!
You are Miss Takagi, correct? I am afraid I cannot do that.
I just want to talk to Haruka.
You'll have to discard what's in your hand first.
But I can't! This is the only way I can get his attention! He won't even talk to me anymore. Things have been so crazy. There's no telling what's going to happen. I can't just die without any closure. I want to hear it from you, Haruka. It's the least you could do. You said you loved me. Was it all a lie? You said you weren't good with girls, but that I was different. You gave me a promise ring. You said we'd be together forever. We made plans for Christmas next year. We even talked about what kind of family we wanted. If you weren't lying, then did you stop loving me? Was I just not good enough for you anymore? I can change! Or are you just testing my feelings for you? Like, whether I really love you or not? Did you think I was going to leave you first? I just don't get it. You broke up with me out of nowhere and cut me off completely. Talk to me. Say something. I don't get it. I don't understand why you do this to me. What did I have to do to make you stay?
We just didn't click. That's all. See, love is like two halves of a shell. If the feelings don't line up, it won't close right. You were just too into me. Too wholesome for my tastes. I just couldn't do it anymore.
I'm not all that wholesome, really. And if you want me to back off, I will. So, can we get back together?
Sorry, but no. Shells don't change. If things don't click the first time, they never will. Try to force it, and the pearl inside will get crushed into grit. And no one wants that.
What? But...
That's why I broke up with you. You'd only get hurt if we stayed together, so I spared you the pain.
That won't happen. I'll make sure of it. Can't we go back to being friends, at least?
Ugh, this is exactly why I don't talk to my exes.
Huh?
Get a clue, will you? Do you have any idea how uncomfortable this is? If you love me, why would you go out of your way to creep me out like this?
I can't just give up on you. I love you.
You're obsessed with me, more like. You're just scared of getting dumped. The only one you love here is yourself.
You hypocrite! You selfish prick! All you do is hurt people and play with their feelings! I get it now. I was so stupid. Falling for a guy like you.
Thanks for having my back, Mr. Yugo. I'm sorry you had to see that.
It's quite all right. I doubt she intended to hurt you. Perhaps nothing would have changed had I not been here. Even so, I am not the one you should be apologizing to.
Guess
Guess that came out of nowhere for you guys, huh? Don't you start now, too. It happens a lot, but yeah, I'm going through the same thing with Akane right now. But hey, I guess anyone would act that way after getting dumped like last week's trash.
Then why do it if you already know?
Why? Because it's what the first person I went out with did to me. Gave me the cold shoulder. Never contacted me again. It made me want to do it to someone else. Still does. But as for why I'm like this, hell if I know, man. Shit happens.
How could you not know? That doesn't make any sense. The way I see it, it sounds like you're just a scumbag. There's something wrong with Akane. That much is for sure. But if you're the reason she's like this, then your baseball club friends must be rolling in their graves.
Are you saying it's my fault they're dead?
Try asking yourself. Even scumbags like you can feel some guilt, right?
You're the vice president of the TSC, correct? I see you're helping Shinya out. He can be a bit distant, but I assure you he's a good lad at heart. I do hope you'll get along. The mist in Block B has dissipated, so I'll be checking over the facility. Shinya, I understand Sora has entrusted you with a task. Don't do anything to endanger yourself, all right?
All right.
The two of us are worried about you, you know.
Thanks. Let's continue our investigation. We can enter Block C from Block B. There should be a ton of mist there.
Shinya, Vice President. I want to apologize for Haruka. I know he's been a pain.
Did he tell you about what happened?
Yep. He's such a loser, isn't he? Where do all his groupies even come from? I just don't get what they see in him. He wouldn't be in so much trouble if he picked his girls better. Or let them down easier, at least. Upset me? I guess. I can't stand guys like him. He deserves way more trouble than he's getting. You've heard Haruka go on about his shells fitting together or whatever, right? It's so weird. He probably picked it up from some girl. To me, love is more like buttoning clothes. Two halves of a shell will never fit together unless they're a perfect match. But the wrong button can still keep clothing together, even if it does get all wrinkled. After all, you can fall in love with just about anyone as long as you ignore their flaws. People who settle, loveless marriages, friends with benefits, it's all proof. Of course, if one button is mismatched, the rest of the fabric starts to get misaligned too. So even if two people are meant to be, the rest of the mismatched buttons will keep them apart. The fabric rumples further and further, and the wrinkles get worse and worse. The world is full of flawed love, wrinkles, loose threads, and such. Haruka and I are one of those couples, a bundle of loose threads waiting to be pulled. And if they are, that's fine with me. He tries to cover up the scars of his past relationships. I try to cover up my unconventional feelings. Both of us are only using each other to smooth out the wrinkles as best we can. Just kidding.
I don't get this romance stuff at all. But who's to say if what's conventional is always good and what's unconventional is always bad? Unconventional doesn't mean unacceptable. It doesn't mean you aren't allowed to be happy.
Huh?
Mismatched buttons apply to more than just romance, you know. My family's not a traditional one, but they saved me all the same. Sometimes it's the unconventional that can bring you more happiness. Using the wrong button isn't necessarily bad. Using the right button isn't necessarily good. Whatever your unconventional feelings are, I'm sure there's no reason to hate yourself for them. Sorry. I didn't mean to talk for so long.
No, I should thank you. You're right. Even if they're unconventional, it doesn't mean I'm not allowed to be happy. But forget about that. Let's be honest here. My relationship with Haruka was never that great. By the way, Shinya.
Huh?
You're pretty cute, you know? Especially when you blush.
Please don't.